You know, up until 5 seconds ago, I forgot what we were doing for this video.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
we're doing a reaction, or should we say review of Beast.
Ah,
The
Beast.
New, the new Idris Elba creature feature, which we saw last week.
We did.
Hi, everybody. Glenn and Ben from the Good Movie Monday podcast, and that's exactly what we're going to do. This movie blew me away. Like, I was actually surprised how much I enjoyed this film because I went into it with very low expectations. The trailer made it look like Cujo in the jungle or in the middle of Africa.
And I remember not really liking Ghost in the Darkness that much.
Yeah,
A
because
lot of people love it.
that's
but
that's the instinctively comparable movie as Ghost in the Darkness, which I don't
Killer
remember that
Lines.
having the level of horror that this one had.
no, I mean that one had a lot more suspense, I think, and then this one because it was a lot of lines rushing through, pulling people out of tents, and you never really saw them that
Yeah.
much from memory. Like I saw it at a movie marathon, to be honest.
I
so
certainly don't.
It's a bit hazy.
I don't remember. I mean, suspense is one thing. I don't remember it having jump scares like this one.
No.
So this
Well-
this one's pretty riddled with jump scares.
Yeah.
And they build tension. I think it's quite clever because they do get you on a lot of cheap jump scares, but then there's also a few frights that come unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Um,
I like a cheap dump. I don't.
you like a cheap dump?
I like a cheap dump. I like a cheap jump scare. Bring them on. I like to let everyone in the cinema know that I'm a little chicken.
How many times did we have to look at each other laughing because
Laughing.
we both just leapt
Just
out of our
jumped.
skins?
Often for no reason.
Do you know
Like
that-
they were like,
Yeah.
they were fake. They were fake jump scares.
Do you know what I think the highlight of this movie for me was the fact that you made Red Simons laugh out loud. He sat in front of us and had a little bit of a joke with us, and then you just said something that set him off, and I'm like, mate, make Red Simons laugh. You know, good
So,
on you.
I wouldn't have got the gong on
That's
Red Faces.
that's a career highlight right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Mind you, and this is a very intense film. I was quite chuckled when he stood up at the end and goes, "Oh, what happened? I fell asleep." So look, getting back to the movie, what impressed me about this, other than I thought it built the horror up very well, the human drama of it. So the reason that Idris Elba plays a dad who's had been separated from his wife and she'd passed away from cancer, and he's reconciling his absence from the family at the time he died, but also
Because they were separated.
they were separated, but he's also sort of keeping that inside for the benefit of his daughters who are really, struggling to cope. And yet they blame him, he blames himself, and it's this. There is an actual family struggle and dynamic going on here that I think actually put me in the movie quicker than if it hadn't been that case.
Yeah, see, I really didn't like any of that stuff.
Didn't you?
I
did.
could have gone. I would have been quite happy to be without it. I was more interested in the, and I don't know what his name is, the guy from District 9. What's that guy's name?
Yeah. It's a weird name.
Look, I liked him and like the poacher killer and like I liked all of that kind of stuff.
That
when
was
they
good
were out
too.
there, and I liked seeing that guy as a kind of as an action man.
And this is the thing, because back in
Something is it Copley?
yeah, it's
Something?
Copley, but his first name is weird. Let's have a look here. And everyone here's yelling at the screen because they know what it is. Yeah, Shartlow.
Shartlow.
Shartlow Copley.
I
'Cause
like that guy.
In District 9, he was quite a weedy guy. He was scrawny. In this one, he's quite heroic. Like, you believe that he is a park ranger, like, protector of animals.
More Howling Mad Murdoch than the guy from District 9.
Yeah.
But I really liked him. I liked the stuff with the lion. I thought was pretty good.
The
With
CG
the
was
lines.
amazing. I thought the CG was amazing. It's only like 2 moments in the film where I could see through, the design, but it didn't bother me because the rest of the film it was just really.
I mean, yeah. Look, in the end, yeah. I kind of, I'll suspend
Switch out,
disbelief.
that's right.
For a movie like this. And like that's the part that I actually found toughest, funnily enough, was the transitions from actual Africa to the sets.
soundstage, yeah.
To sound stages, which I didn't. I felt there was a couple of points where I felt like I was watching the Sapphires again. When you're like,
But you know
So
me,
obviously a
I love a
soundstage.
good soundstage movie, and those were the moments I enjoyed more
Yeah, right.
than the African stuff.
you like a good matte painting background. And,
I love it. I
yeah.
love it. It's the fantasy of movies for me. It's just like it puts me
Yeah.
more in a story than if
I'd,
the other way.
I'd rather if they did them black and white and then colorize them
yeah.
just to make them feel real.
I'll tell you what.
But look, I also enjoyed it. I thought it was a
Seeing this
pretty good
movie in a cinema is beneficial because the audio track, the lions roar and the growls, and you feel it. It rumbles right through the whole cinema,
Yeah.
and it's ferocious. Like, this is a ferocious creature. It's not just like a couple of cheap jump scares, because once this lion attacks, it's on screen for a good amount of time.
Well, that's the whole kind of premise of the story, is that this lion actually isn't. There's something's happened,
Mm.
and the lion no longer kills for food. It's actually hunting them, and it actually it's taken the poacher's techniques and is using it against man,
Yep, that's
which
right.
is a super kind of interesting concept.
And it is. And that is not a spoiler either, because it's the opening sequence that tells you why this
Yeah.
lion is so bloodthirsty and keen on revenge. But
Mm.
yeah, but like you said, it sort of it subverts a lot of the tropes in that regard.
Yeah, certainly does.
Cool. Well, not much more to add. I just think it's right up there for me for this year's list, of
Oh.
favorite films. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and
The
Yeah.
beast gives good smooches.